Namaste, how are you? Welcome to class. I have two screens going just in case someone trickles in a little late to class this morning. Still Point virtual, 9:30 on Wednesdays. Okay. All right, so our idea is taken from Deepak Chopra's, and this is for parents, and this is the 7 spiritual laws, and it helps you to break it down really simply so you can start to teach it in a family way, which I love. And I really like the way that the book is. I think making things super simple for parents is going to help us out because we don't have a lot of, we don't have a lot of time. My new mantra is I have enough time to do everything that I love to do, instead of because if you keep saying I don't have enough time, then you truly won't, right? So I kind of changed that. Because I say it, I notice I say it a lot. But here's this beautiful idea, and I'm gonna read it for you. The field where everything is possible is spirit. This is our source. Within everyone is the seed of creativity that can grow in any direction. Nothing limits us except ourselves. For the truest aspect of each person is unbounded potential. So that's the idea of knowing that, taking that idea of time, right? Knowing that there's plenty of time to do everything that you love. So finding that beautiful plugging into source, into spirit, and finding that you can be anything you want to be. Because it's your thoughts, right? So whatever it is that you're thinking, you manifest. And letting children know that. That's one of the ways that we can really boost our children. Even if you don't have kids at home, we can boost their esteem, right? Their self-esteem and self-love and self-worth is by that idea that there's this unlimitless amount of source of love, of spirit, which is flowing through them and out into the world, and they have this way of playing, and we should encourage that play and building their strengths with that play, so they can be even more and more them. And same for you, because we're all children still growing up, even if you're like me and you're 43, right? I'm still a child. I'm still really growing. I really am evolving and changing. So with that, hands to heart, close your eyes. So asking for this beautiful bounty of source that's all around us and all around. As you plug in a little bit deeper from the roots of your legs, of your seat. Lifting up a little bit more through the crown of the head, the top of the head, and that's that place of spirit, of source, of the 1,000 petaled lotus, right? That's right at the crown of the head, lifting up. You can even imagine that there's this beautiful waterfall of white light entering right at the top of the head. So that's another way of plugging into source, right? We plug into the earth to ground ourselves through the stems of the legs and the feet. And you plug into that potential, that beautiful spirit that's all around and always supports. We'll seal in with one Om. Take a deep breath in. We're going to begin on your mat in a tabletop. Get this out of the way. On your hands and your knees in your tabletop. Wrists and shoulders can line up. If your wrists are a little tweaky or if your shoulders are tweaky, bring those hands slightly forward in space. Tone that belly a lot as you draw the navel towards the spine. On your inhale, I'm going to lift and lengthen through the crown of the head, the tailbone. On the exhale, round through the spine like a kitty cat tilt through the spine. On your inhale, lift and lengthen. Look up. On your exhale, round through the spine like a big, huge kitty cat. Nice. And do that 2 more times. On on your own at your pace with your breath. Good. And then once you come to that last round, right where you are with your hands at the top of your mat, there you go, hands at the top of the mat. We're gonna walk those knees back about 2 inches away from the heel of the hand or so, just so you feel enough power as if you're like in a mini, if you will, like a mini plank, right? So we're gonna keep those feet still right where they are in your mini plank. Good. But tuck the toes under if you haven't already. Inhale and lengthen through the side body from your armpit to your waistline. So get really tall through your torso, and your exhale, we're going to integrate the head of the arm bone into the socket of the arm and lengthen the gaze slightly forward so you have a beautiful curve in your neck and the whole entire spine, all the way down to the low back. Good, keep all in that beautiful toning in the belly, and then down dog, lift the seat up. Inhale, length, we're going to bend one knee, and then exhale, switch. Finding the length from your tips of your fingers all the way through the heels of your feet and your down dog. Just pulling those ribs in just enough as you feel a nice hug to the self. Good, good. Beautiful. We're going to inhale, we're going to come right into a high plank position. Good, and then exhale, lower those knees down. Inhale, gaze slightly forward. So find the cervical spine nice and curved. So that neck is nice and neutral. We're going to exhale, and your next exhale, we're going to lower all the way down to the belly. We're going to untuck those toes. And this first one, we're just going to do a little prep. We're going to lift the palms up, press down through the tops of the toes, so much so that the knees start to lift, but those toes still press down. So you're going to feel your quads engage, right? From the top of the thigh, from the knee all the way up to the pelvis. There you go. And inhale, curl the heart up. Keep that and press the hands down. So there's a broadening in the shoulders. The shoulder blades come together down the back. And if you haven't already, we're going to lift up to either your low cobra. And if you're warm enough, maybe your up dog. In your up dog, you can see I had to lift up a little bit. Your up dog, the pelvis will lift as the heart lifts. When you lift down normally, and I'll just show you right here, you come from your high plank to low, and then you lift up to your up dog. And so you don't have to lower all the way down if you're doing an up dog. And so you wouldn't go all the way down and then try to lift up to an up dog. You would always go from high plank to your low plank and then roll over those toes. So it's a nice smooth flow. See that? Go into your down dog if you haven't already found that. Down dog, hips go high. Chest towards the top of the thighs. 3 big beautiful breaths here in your down dog. Head's nice and heavy. And you can then shake out your head a little bit in your downward facing. Continue to hug those ribs in. Hug those ribs in as you lengthen the tailbone towards the earth. Good, good. Nice. One more full breath in. Beautiful breath out. Nice. All right. Inhale, lift those heels high, bend those knees. We're going to tiptoe those feet to the top of the mat as you fold forward. Inhale, your halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Press through the feet. Inhale, ride the breath all the way up to stand. Big stretch here. Reach up. Root down through the feet. Exhale and fold forward and empty. Inhale, your halfway lift, lengthen. Look forward. Exhale and fold. Inhale, your top of a push-up high plank position. Exhale to low plank. See how my gaze stays forward in space. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. That beautiful drishti, as we call it, the focus of the eyes, will help to keep your neck neutral. You see a beautiful curve in your neck, your thoracic, your lumbar spine. So you have all those beautiful waves of the spine. Good. Take one more full breath in. Full breath out. We're going to take one more like this, one more sun salute like this. Inhale, lift those heels high. Bend through the knees. Walk. You can float. You can explore your pike handstand or a full handstand. Your exhale is your fold. We're going to inhale, halfway lift at your time, at your pace. Exhale and fold forward. See how my knees are bent? That might protect your hips and your low back. I'm going to inhale, come all the way up to stand. Big stretch here. Reach up. Root down through the feet. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, look forward. Fingertips to the floor, hands to the shins. Exhale and fold. Inhale, top of a push-up high plank position. Exhale to to low. Inhale, cobra, big upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time we're gonna bring your toes together, the back of the mat so the big toes touch. Good, inhale, lift your right leg high, and then shine the knee open. You're gonna bend the leg, yeah, and lift up. Okay, just a minute, you can stay there. I'm just gonna fix my shirt because I don't think you wanna see my whole entire belly. You might. Good, all right. I'm gonna pull the knee into your nose and then step your right foot towards your right thumb. There you go. Okay, we're gonna keep that back leg lifted. Left wrist underneath your shoulder. We're gonna take a twist or a little early, this nice twist, yeah. Squeeze those inner thighs, pull the ribs in, hug the core, strengthen that spine. Or support, right? I meant to say support that spine. And then the hand comes down. Beautiful. We're gonna tiptoe those fingers forward and come right into a split pose as your left leg lifts up. And it might be a little tiny split. And then bring the left foot down and fold forward. Inhale, that's okay, honey, you can be done. And then exhale, fold forward. Press through the feet. Inhale, ride the breath all the way up to stand. Big stretch up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, look forward. Exhale and fold. Inhale, top of a push-up. Top of a push-up high plank position. You could always fit these. Exhale to low. Inhale, cobra, big upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, we're gonna bring those big toes to touch once more. Lift that left leg high. So we're still warming up. Right? You're still warming up. Pull those ribs in, lengthen the tailbone, and hug the arms into the heart. So you find a beautiful stretch. Right? From your heart space, you get tall. From the ends of the fingers to the heel of the back foot. Step the left foot forward. There we go. I'm going to stay nice and high on this right thigh. I know sometimes some of my students know I like to do a few rounds with the knee down. We're going to keep it lifted today. Hug those ribs in. Lift the left arm up. Squeeze the inner thigh, squeeze the hips to help to support the low back and the whole entire spinal column. Lifting up, lift the gaze. So good. Take one, enjoy one more full breath in. Full breath out. Left hand comes down, right foot steps forward. Right? And we're gonna float right into your standing split. Those hands tiptoe forward. The right leg lifts forward and up. Head's nice and heavy and you can shake it out a little bit. Go ahead, one more full breath in. Perhaps you can start to get a little bit more open now and the right leg can lift up a little higher. And then the right foot gently steps next to the left. Good. I'm going to press through those feet. Big toes touch, your feet are wider perhaps if you have any low back issues. On your next inhale, bend into the knees, sweep the arms up right into your first Utkatasana, awkward chair. Shift the waistline back, bring the booty back in space. Lift those arms high. Hands to the heart center. Good. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale and fold. So your chance to shine, to flow, if you'd like to do your inversion practice here. To low. Inhale up if there's a handstand in your pack. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Beautiful breath out. Inhale, right leg goes high. And then exhale, tap knee to the nose. Inhale, right leg to the high to the sky. Right foot will step forward. Here we go. Right foot forward. Left hand comes right underneath the shoulder. I'm going to twist it out. Full breath in. Full breath out. Good. Inhale. We're going to walk the hands forward on the exhale, standing split. Left leg goes high. Inhale here. Exhale, left foot next to the right. Bend the knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale as you fold forward. Inhale as your halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale as your fold. Inhale to high plank position. Exhale to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left leg goes high, and you can skip these two. Exhale, tap it in. Inhale, left leg to the high to the sky. Left foot steps forward. Inhale as you twist it out. Exhale here. Inhale, the left hand comes down. Good. I'm gonna float your right leg up to the high to the sky. On your next exhale, right foot next to left. Bend the knees, reach the arms up. Utkatasana. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, your halfway lift, lengthen, look forward. Exhale and fold. Inhale, top of a push-up, high plank position. Exhale to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breath cycles here as you hug those ribs in. Just enough hug to the south, flow of the south. Extending back out. Good. There's always enough breath. It's all around us. When we know that there's possibility within us and all around and supporting us, that veil of fear starts to go away. Right? And there's always enough. There's enough for everyone. It's enough for everyone to shine beautifully and brightly in this lifetime. And insecurities melt. Inhale, right leg goes high. And tap the right knee in towards the heart. Good. Right leg to the high to the sky. Right foot steps forward. I'm going to twist it out. Right arm goes high. Good. We're going to take a nice inhale here. Stay here for the exhale. All right. We're going to bring the right hand down. Good. Stay with me here. We're going to stay on the ball of the back foot and then rotate the back foot flat. I'm going to come right into your first warrior two, and we'll start to add on to this soon. Good. Big bend into your right leg. Stretch the arms out from the shoulders. Soften those shoulders as you reach. So to keep your foundation here on your strong warrior two legs, I'm going to flip the front palm and reverse it up. Reach up and back. Good. Continue to roll the right inner thigh up as you bend into the front knee. And then extended side angle, bring the right forearm to the thigh. Reach the left arm up and overhead. There you go. You can work your variation here. It's still a little early in the practice, and we'll find this again, so there'll be a chance to take a bind soon. Good. One more full breath in. Full breath out. Hands will come down. We're going to frame that front foot. We're going to go right into down dog split with the right leg high to the sky. Bend the knee. Stay here. Or you can flip your dog as you micro bend into your left knee. Reach the hips up. For wild thing. For 3. For 2. And 1. We're going to flip back down once more. Downward facing dog. Good. Full breath in. Full breath out. It's your chance to inhale to your high plank position. Exhale to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We will meet in your downward facing. 1 full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, left leg goes up nice and high. Exhale, tap the knee in. Inhale, left leg to the high to the sky. Left foot will step forward. I'm going to twist it out. Lift it up. Full breath in. Good. Stay here for the exhale. Good. On this inhale, I'm going to plant the hands down. I'm going to rotate your right foot flat so the toes will open up towards the side of the room, setting up for your strong Virabhadrasana 2 legs. The left heel will line up the main arch of the back foot. If you're not already there, come on up. Lift up. Reach the arms out from the shoulders. Perhaps even widen the base of the feet if your feet are too narrow from front to back of mat. Soft gaze at that front hand as you roll the left inner thigh up. Right? So feeling that rotation of the left inner thigh up. As the knee tracks in towards the second toe in from that big toe. If you haven't already, flip that left palm, reach up and back. 2 screens going, it gets a little, much, right? Good. so just working that breath here. Full breath in. One more like that. All right. Left forearm to the left thigh, right arm lifts up and overhead. And if you noticed, if your hips, right, went forward in space, we're gonna deepen the groins back, broaden the booty back a little bit. And that'll help you to find some of that beautiful opening in the low back. Right? You don't wanna crunch the pelvis forward. That would be what not to do. You still wanna lean back just enough, knowing that there's source, there's spirit always supporting you. Even when you don't feel it, even when you're like, it's not there, it is. And you might feel like sometimes there's situations where you're like, this isn't what I want right now. And then something happens, you're like, oh, but that's what I needed. It's so true, right? Full breath in. It doesn't mean that, you know, everything's super easy. We learn and we keep evolving, we keep growing. Here we go. So we're gonna look down at your left foot. We're gonna frame the front foot. Down dog, left leg goes high. You can stay right here. You can bend the knee, or you can even flip it out for flip dog. Lift those hips, lift the gaze. For 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog. You can vinyasa through on the inhale, or just stay right in your down dog. Inhale's your up dog. Meeting in your downward facing. And one more full breath in, full breath out. So we're gonna thread all of that together. Inhale, right leg goes high. Tap knee to nose. Inhale, right leg to high. Right foot steps forward. I'm gonna twist it out. Good, hand comes down. I'm gonna go right into your standing split. Left leg goes high. This time the left foot will bring you into your warrior 2. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Good, inhale, back to reverse once more. Windmill the hands down. We're gonna meet in your down dog. If you'd like to do your split again, or any variations, Chaturanga Dandasana, or go right into downward facing. Just so we all get on the same page, we're gonna take one more full breath cycle here. Stay here for the exhale. On the next inhale, left leg goes high. Tap knee to nose. Inhale, left leg to high. On the exhale, left foot steps forward. Inhale as you twist it out. Exhale, the hands come down. We're gonna go right into your split on your inhale. On the exhale, right foot. As you open up, Vinyasa-Flow 2. Next inhale, flip the front palm, reverse. Extended side angle. Big stretch, big length to the side body. So good. Inhale as you reverse once more. And it's yogi's choice, right? So you can do your handstands, you can do a plank hold, vinyasa through high plank till it will all meet right at the back of the mat in your downward facing dog. Honor where you are today. Full breath in, beautiful breath out. Nice. We're gonna do one more round. Tap it in. On the exhale, inhale, right leg goes high. Right foot steps forward. Inhale as you twist it out. Exhale, the hand taps down. Inhale to standing split. Exhale as you lightly land Vinyasa-Flow 2. Inhale as you reverse. And this time on your extended side angle, this is when you can add on the bind or the half bind. So the bind or the half bind is the left arm comes behind the back and you gaze up and over the top shoulder. One more full breath in, full breath out. Left arm reaches high. Gaze out at the right foot. You can do your hops here if you'd like. You can go into your standing split. You can do a high plank to low. You will meet in your down dog. But feeling I'm gonna regret all these yoga push-ups that I'm doing the 25-day challenge to help get more more awareness of PTSD and anxiety and depression, which is linked to suicide on Facebook. Inhale, left leg goes high, which is good to, support each other. The more we talk about it, the less of a stigma there is, and the more chance that people will get help. On the exhale, the hand comes down. I'm going to float that right leg high on the inhale. On the exhale, lightly land. So that's why I'm doing it. I don't really like doing 25 push-ups. My arms are sore. You're going to move into your vine extended side angle. Sometimes when things are hard, we have to, take that fuller breath. Take that fuller breath and remember that spirit, that source is all around supporting us. And a lot of times we forget, and that's why we unravel our mat. So we step on our mat to get real, so we can remember. I often feel, and I sometimes say out loud, to get that yoga in me, because I have forgotten. Right? It's so true. Enjoy one more full breath cycle here. I'm going to look down at your left foot. And again, you can travel into your hops if you'd like. You're working your hands in. You can do those. You can do high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Meeting in your downward facing eventually at the back of your mat right here, but hands at the top. So good. Okay, so why don't we come down? Why don't we come down for a child's pose? I feel like I've kind of taken you through a lot already. All right. Knees go wide, big toes touch. Seat towards the heels. They don't have to touch, and they might not. All right. How you doing? Good? I know. Okay. We're gonna come up. We're gonna come up to your knees and your shins. I think you can see. Yeah, you can see me here. All right. I'm gonna tuck my toes under. I can keep my feet flat, but I just want you to really see this. If you happen to have low back issues, and a lot of people do, and sometimes it's inflexibility. Sometimes it's just the way we sit when we work all day. It's sometimes super fabulous to be in an office because the offices sometimes have those standing desks. And then you get home and you're like, oh, I don't have an option here. Okay, so we're gonna bring those hips slightly forward, and there's a lengthening up, and the upper back is what's bending here, right? If you feel like you're crunching too much in your low back, you wanna really open up in that heart space. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna get close to you here. Right, so those shoulder blades that come together and down your back, which are right about here, that's where it lifts. It's as if you just want to bring your hands out to the side, you're gonna lift up, get tall from your waistline to your shoulders, and then bring those shoulder blades together and down the back, right? So bring them down the back and the hands out by the side. That is your Ustrasana. Oh, I'll tuck my toes under, I said I wouldn't. That's your Ustrasana. And I don't feel crunch in my low back. I definitely feel a toning and a strength and my whole entire spine. But it doesn't feel icky back here. If it does feel icky back there, bring your hands to your low back. Okay. Some of you might be able to bring one or both hands to the heels of the feet or even the legs. I'm going to modify right here for my friends that might be watching this and doing this for the first time. Good. Hands will come back to the low back once more. And we're gonna find a nice counter stretch here as you find your tabletop. Right arm will go forward and left leg will go back. Tone the belly. Stay here or bend the knee and reach for the foot. And then right arm goes forward and left leg goes back. Hand comes down and knee comes down. We're gonna do one more set as you lift up onto your knees once more. Tuck those toes under, bring the tops of the toes flat. I'm gonna hug in. Those inner thighs are super strong, and that's your core strength. And all of this is super strong too, right? All of this is super strong. Your belly, your abdominals. That's what I was tapping. Lengthen the tailbone just enough, and there's a natural toning in your booty. Natural toning without over gripping. As the heart lifts, The gaze might lift, and you can find maybe one heel or both heels, or perhaps both hands, right? Right to right and left to left. Or arms to the floor for some of you. I know that sounds crazy, right? I'm gonna stay right here in a modified variation. If there's too much crunching on that low back, come up a little bit and bring the arms right aside and lift up once more. Find that beautiful length through the waistline as you curl the heart up. So it's that upper back bend that you want. Good, hands come back to the low back once more. We're gonna do that beautiful counter stretch as you find your tabletop. Tone the belly a lot. Left arm goes forward, right leg goes back in space. Stay here, bend the knee, and reach for the foot as you gaze over the left shoulder. Good, bring the arm forward and the leg back. Lower the hand, lower the knee. Good job. We're gonna counter in a downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the seat. Inhale, lift the heels. Keep the heels lifted as you exhale. Micro bend the knees, spread a foot away from the mat. Inhale, lift the seat high. And exhale, straighten those legs. Good, we'll do that again. Inhale, lift those heels high. Exhale, hover those knees. Inhale, lift the seat. Exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, as you come right into a high plank position. I'm gonna lower all the way down to the belly. All right. I'm gonna come up to a stretch here for you as we open up the shoulders a little bit. So this is called Sphinx pose. Sphinx pose, right here. Hi. At least it looks dark, doesn't it? All right. So the right arm will come towards your left, and then walk the hands out, and bring the head down. And you'll stay there. I'm coming up, I know. I'm just gonna turn on the light. I didn't realize the sunlight made this room look, it's making me look dark anyway. I know. You're like, Okay. Better? It's tilted. Like tilted to the side. That's better light though. Okay, so we're going to do a few more breaths here. Eyes can be open or closed. I'm going to inhale and come on up. I'm going to switch that out. Switch whichever arm is in front. And switch it out. Full breath in. Full breath out. What's so beautiful about that passage that I read is that it gives us both a level of esteem and also responsibility to step into that co-creatorship. So when we know there's always enough, we can celebrate each other, we can celebrate diversity, and what makes each and every one of us unique and special and wonderful, and the gifts that we have to give to the world, and the experiences that we've had and our ancestors have had, and our stories that we bring to the table. And we can keep growing up together. It's not easy, but there's always enough. So we're gonna bring those arms out inside, and that's what we have to do as teachers of yoga, is that we have to just keep reminding people of that. Okay, the arms come out like you're hugging the earth here. Okay, so I'm teaching you, okay. So you're gonna bring your, if it feels good in your shoulder, so you might keep the palm down, the right palm down, or you can lift the palm up towards the ceiling so the thumb will extend towards the back of the room behind you. You're gonna bend your left elbow and you bring the hand close to the side of the rib cage. And you're gonna press and roll to your right shoulder. Okay. And then this foot right here, which is the leg that's closer to the ceiling, that would be your left foot, can either go in front or behind. And then your left hand right here that's on the floor can either stay here or come behind you. And some of you may be able to mesh your hands together. You can see how far I am. Super tight, right? So just be where you need to be and breathe into it. Full breath in, full breath out. One more like that. One more beautiful bathing of the breath from the inner body to the outer body. And here we go. All right, so we're gonna unwind at your own time and pace. And the left arm out, and then the palm can stay down if it feels good in your shoulder. You're gonna bring that palm up, and the thumb will face behind you towards your toes. And the opposite hand, the right hand comes in. I'm gonna roll to your shoulder on the other side. I'm gonna find the variation that works for you on this side, and it might be different. Full breath in, full breath out. So good. You're gonna unwind. Lift yourself up to your Sphinx once more. Okay, I'm gonna kick head corner with the right forearm. Bend the left knee, reach for the foot, kick the foot back. So this might feel really good to you. You can say we'll do this twice, or you can bend both knees, reach for the feet or even the ankles perhaps, and then lift up. Right, so you're gonna find that beautiful abdominal strength even here, right? The navel towards the spine, the tailbone lengthens. And then lower down. All right. You can bring a cheek to the side or rest your forehead in the pillow of your hands. Full breath in. Beautiful breath out. I'm going to come up for a Sphinx. 2, we're going to do the other side. Left forearm comes into a little catty corner. And the opposite knee, and you can stay with one side. And for this variation, we're gonna kick the foot away from your booty and away from your body. Reach for the foot, the ankles, the foot, and we're gonna do a little and roll, perhaps. Maybe even roll to a shoulder and roll up. And then switch. And stretching it all out. Those shoulders, and then lower down. It's one of my favorite assists to receive. This is when a teacher reaches for my feet and my shins and my ankles and lifts me up more. Stretches out the shoulders, feels so nice. Missing those assists in this time. This time that we're in. All right, so we're gonna lift up and bring those hands by the side. Peel yourself up. We're gonna come into a restorative child's pose for a moment. We're gonna work on the hips just a little bit. You work through those shoulders. Like the dental floss, right? The dental floss of yoga, as you know, when we use dental floss on our teeth, we're just getting in, we're just flossing those corners of the body, the 4 corners, and all the spaces in between to keep the body healthy and happy and light and free. Okay, so we have variation of a single pigeon, which looks like this, single pigeon. We'll do the right leg first. I'm gonna pull the right knee in towards the wrist and lower down knee, shin, and ankle. Left leg goes back in space. I'll lower down to your forearms. You can reach the arms out, or you can make that pillow again. I'm gonna show you reclining pigeon, which you probably maybe already know. If you have a wall near you, you can bring the foot to the wall, which is really nice, and that would be your left foot. And then right ankle to the left knee, and that's just a really nice supportive way to receive the same stretch in the body without all that weight bearing on the joints. I'm going to take 10 big, beautiful breaths here. Full breath in on the inhale, saying love. On the exhale, as you give back to the earth, any small beliefs that you might have that could be keeping you away from that idea that there's an abundance all around. If you're on your back, for a single pigeon, you can reverse. We're gonna go right into a down dog and then just go right to the other side, just for our friends that might be doing the other side. Lift that left leg up, put the left knee in towards the left wrist as you come into single pigeon on the opposite side, or figure four on your back. Okay, so you realize we didn't do a lot of abdominals today. So you can do those later. Exhale and fold forward. You know, it's so mean, right? Do it later. No, I'll give you something we can do. But right now, just breathe those 10 big, beautiful breaths and be here now on the inhale. As you draw in more love, more source, more spirit on the exhale, giving back to the earth. The field where everything is possible is spirit. This is our source. Within everyone is the seed of creativity that can grow in any direction. Nothing limits us except ourselves, for the truest aspect of each person is unbounded potential. Yes, it's very normal to have one side. My left side's like easy peasy, so I'm a righty tighty. You too, I know. But those that are lefties, this is it, right? A few more breaths here, just honoring where you are without judgment. I'm going to inhale, slowly come up. If you're on your back, why don't you just stay there? And if you'd like to bring your legs up the wall, you can. If you're in your single pigeon, we'll just quickly come into a down dog to reset. And then lift the heels up to the feet to the hands. You're going to meet your friends on your back. Meet your friends on your back. Shavasana, relaxation pose, letting everything go as you get heavier in your body. Taking a moment here to deepen your breath, to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Bend your knees, bring the feet to the earth once more. Roll to your left side to a fetal position. Take a moment here to just appreciate yourself. To honor and respect the earth underneath you that always supports. The breath that's all around, the Shakti, the source, the spirit, the light. Slowly come up to a comfortable seat, bring the hands to the heart. Bow into the sameness within and all around. Namaste. Namaste, have a beautiful, wonderful day. Be well.